Hello, everybody. Welcome to the MTG Place podcast. I'm your host, Corey. With me, like always, is Josh. How's it going, Josh?
What's up, everybody?
Today we're doing Turkir Dragonstorm review. I've liked the set so far. I played in a pre-release. I went 2-2, beat a two-headed giant. And then in the early access, what's that?
What clan did you pick, or did you get to pick a clan?
It was like they randomly handed them out, and then we tossed them. So we had Mardu and Teamer.
Okay, Mardu seemed pretty good.
But then the early access on Arena, I got to play them all. So there's videos of me playing them all on there, and I think I go at least 2-2 with or better with all of them. So
Heck yeah. Yeah, I went to a pre-release and I was asking, do we get a pick? And they're like, no, it's going to be random. So we're at this long table, and then the judge comes up with all the boxes and just sets them right on the front. And the people at the front just kind of scramble and pick what they want and then pass them the ones they don't want. I was at like the third to last, and I get handed 3 of them, and I was just like, well, I don't want to play Jeskai, so I toss it over, and the guy next to me is like, I don't want to play Jeskai either, so got passed to the last guy, and then I had the other guy choose, do you want Abzan or Sultai? And he chose Sultai, so I played Abzan, which got 2 rhinos. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, the Abzan rhinos are nuts.
It was just such a scramble. I was like, what the heck? These people...
I feel like Sultai is the best in Mardu.
Sure, yeah. Mardu seems fun. I did not see Sultai pop off, but I'm sure it can. Set has been very, very popular, though. Like, sales have been up. Wizards say they're surprised that a set that's actually about real Magic lore is doing well, and not some...
Because people like dragons, and it has the dragon scale foils, which are like $250 now for the fetches with those. Those look really cool. I like the basic lands too, like the dragon eyes.
Yeah. I like the shadow ones. People were kind of giving crap about the shadow, but I like that. The eyes are popular, of course. But I even like the baby on the back. It's like there's the adult version and there's a baby version.
Oh yeah,
that's cool, unique. But yeah, I'm glad Magic's back at Magic, baby, and not put a cowboy hat on. So.
Yeah, and then we have Final Fantasy next, which I'm hoping should work because I mean, like Lord of the Rings kind of.
Yeah, it should like shoe in just like Lord of the Rings. Yeah, where people don't really bat an eye. Where it's like SpongeBob. Really?
Yeah, it's like the memes. Like,
yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna see if you can guess the top 5 most expensive cards from Tempest this week.
I like Tempest. It has some strong.
What do you think they are?
Oh, my favorite card of all time, Earthcraft, baby, number 1.
Yeah, it is number 1.
It is number 1. Nice.
Do you know what it's worth currently?
It's always been at 200 for years. In years. I'm sure it hasn't moved.
It's like 172 to 200.
Yeah. It's been like that for honestly ever since I played Magic, which is crazy. I don't know. It's a good card.
All right. Do you know the number 2 card?
If it would be, I don't know if it's exactly number 2, but Ancient Tomb is up in the top 5.
Ancient Tomb is number 3.
Oh, okay.
That's like $100 now. Like,
yeah,
my card was like $20.
Yeah. Survival of the Fittest is number 2.
Nope. I don't even think that's in this set.
That's an Exodus. Okay. That's the bridge one. It's the bridge one. Or not Exodus. Whatever the bridge one is. Maybe it was Odyssey? I don't know. Okay. Oh man. That's what I thought. Is Recurring Nightmare in there? No. Oh no, I'm falling off. Corpse Dance is in Tempest? That's not in the top 5.
It is in Tempest, but it's like way down there. It's like $20 though.
Oh no. Okay.
Like the top 5 are all basically $50 plus.
Yeah, Tempest was a crazy strong set, so I should know these. I'm just kind of blanking now.
Let's see, one of them you play in the deck.
I'm going to play all of these cards.
It's blue.
Blue card I play that you know that I play.
It's an instant.
Can't be Cyclonic Rift. It's an instant. I know Shadow Rift is like a $5 card. That's a good one.
Yep, that's not. This card's worth $165.
Yeah. Oh, Time Spiral. Right?
No.
No.
It costs 2 and a blue.
Heuristic Studies and Prophecy. It's an instant. Oh, I don't. Why am I'm blanking on it.
You search for 3 different cards.
Oh, Intuition Piles.
Yeah, Intuition.
Of course. That's right.
Okay, then the 4th most expensive card is a green creature.
Hermit Druid?
Nope.
He just got reprinted, so. A green creature. Oh, Raphalos?
Nope, not Raphalos.
Nope.
The other one.
It's the one that gives forced walk to your creatures and something else.
It's Eldamari, Lord of Leaves.
Eldamari. There we go. Yep.
Yeah, elves get Shroud and Forest Walk.
Yeah.
He's $67.
Sure.
And then the 5th one is the card that everyone hates playing against in Legacy because it
Wasteland.
Rules things. No, it's not Wasteland.
Okay.
It's an enchantment. It's white.
Enchantment. It's white. Kind of like Opalescence or something. No, Parallax Wave? Is that even expensive?
That's not expensive enough to be up there. I don't even think it's in this set, honestly, Parallax Wave. It's enchantment. It makes creatures lose all abilities and be a 1/1.
Oh, humility. All right.
Yeah.
I really thought I was on top of this set, but I wasn't. At least I did better than what they're like, though.
I mean, you got like 2.5, kind of.
Yeah.
Then after humility is Allurin. That's close. Skullrack, Wasteland.
Wasteland was in the top 10.
Yeah. Then it's like the medallions and reflecting pool and stuff and corpse dance.
These are still great cards. What a banger of a set, dude.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into the set review. What is our first white card? We're going to do white and blue today.
Anafenza, Unyielding Lineage. 2 and a white for a 2/2 Spirit Soldier legendary. It's got flash. It's got first strike. And whenever another non-token creature you control dies, Anafenza endures 2, which endure is put 2 +1/+1 counters on it, or, so that first part you don't do, create a 2/2 white spirit creature token every time. I don't think
unless you really need to make this bigger for some reason. Like,
they're very rare. I guess this is like the one card that I've seen that has endured that I'm like, maybe I would because it has first strike. First strike, bigger.
Yeah, I feel like the place where you would do the put the counters on it is like if you flash it in and then they go to like bolt it or something and you have an instant speed sack outlet and you just like put the counters on it.
Yeah, that's some tricks. But yeah, you're making the spirit. I don't know why they had to do either or.
I mean, even in the was it limited? This is nuts because it's like you just block with something and then you flash this in and then okay, you make a trade and then you get a 2/2 back.
Yeah, 2 bodies out of that. Like endure, I played Abzan, which endure was just insane. I kept getting bigger and bigger, just more wide. But I feel like they put the +1/+1 counters because last time we were on Tarkir, they're like, +1/+1 counters was the thing. Now Abzan has to have that.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty strong card.
Would you play it as a mono white commander?
Mono white commander. You're really hindering yourself, right?
You're playing. It has flash. You could play your commander at instant speed then.
That's not that cool. This is what you want to play like aristocrat style. So I would play this in the 99 of aristocrats.
You could also play it in the 99 of like a Abzan counter stack.
Yeah.
Like if you actually just want the 1/1 counter synergy.
It's only Anafenza that's getting bigger, though. It's
Right.
like you can't put that on my Walking Ballista or something that I cares about +1/+1 counters.
Well, unless you have like nesting grounds or something, and you
Yeah,
move them around.
investing so much for, especially in Commander, one card that's in your 99 that you're gonna like. No, this seems like aristocrats only. It's probably too slow for 60 cards. That's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
I'm just trying to think if like in standard, if like in white weenie, if you could get it down fast enough. But
Possibly, but still seems a little too
I
slow.
mean, because you could just jump with your 1/1s then and then make 2/2s. I don't know. It seems
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, and the first strike's not bad in like White Weenie, so I would give it a shot. Say that.
Next up, we got Clarion Conqueror, which is a 3-mana 3/3 flying dragon, and activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers can't be activated, which is whatever. I mean, in limited, it's whatever, but in constructed, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it would definitely be a sideboard card and constructed.
Yeah.
EDH, like it's fine as a hate bear in EDH, but
The
there's
only
so
thing
much.
I could maybe see it is if you just want a cheap dragon in like Dragon, like because you
Yeah,
could play this for 2 mana and just have a 3/3 flying blocker, like
yeah, that's pretty good.
because there's not a lot of early gameplays that aren't just mana dorks in Dragon. So if you actually want like a dragon synergy thing, come out
Right.
early.
This is cheap. It does do something. Like I'm not saying there is better versions of trying to do that specific thing, but as a dragon that's cheap, it's not a bad. I like that. It's pretty decent. And now here's the chase card everybody wants is Elspeth Storm Slayer. 3 white for Planeswalker that comes in with 5 loyalty. Static ability that everybody's going for is if one or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead. And you can +1 create a 1/1 soldier creature token, which in reality makes 2. 0, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures gain flying until your next turn. Pretty insane game ender. Then -3, which you can do right away. Destroy a target creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or greater.
Yeah, this is like the bomb planeswalker that you want other than Ugin. Like it's
Oop,
absurd. Like
also super specific. We'll get to him, but that's like I know he like for monetary value, yeah, those are the 2 cards you want to get. But like Elspeth can fit basically
yeah, yeah.
anywhere.
Elspeth and Ugin, I think, are the top rares in
Sure.
for limited. For constructed,
Even limited?
yeah, because Ugin just
Do it?
instant like 7 mana.
Yeah. Yeah.
This format's slow enough that you just ramp to 7, you play Ugin, you exile something on cast,
Yeah.
and then you draw a card, gain 3 life every single turn. Like that's
Okay.
absurd.
Okay. Yeah. There's another like static ability if you play colorless stuff.
Right, yeah, which that doesn't come up in it
That
limited very
doesn't.
much.
Yeah.
But
I see what you're saying though. But even in Elspeth, where like you see the static ability, you want to be in tokens. I don't even think you need to be in tokens for
not
Elspeth.
really. You just if you're playing white, you play this because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's just it makes 2 dudes. I mean, in constructed, obviously you want tokens to synergize it, but
Yeah. For 60 card decks, like 5 minutes, really late game. That's slow. But like Commander, this can just slot into anywhere.
oh yeah, this
Especially
is
if you're going wide, like.
any go wide white token or counters deck. Right,
Mhm.
it's just tokens. Oh, even counters maybe, or if you just want to like, because you could even like just place this with the removal spell if you like. If
Mhm.
you have like a crappy 5 mana removal spell, this is just better
Yeah,
than that. Like
100%. Yep. It's got removal. It can, if you already have the board, it can end the game with the flying, and then just be the normal create soldiers. It's just pretty insane in Commander. Yeah, that's Elspeth.
next up, we got Sage of the Skies, which is a 2 and a white for a 2/3 human monk. It has whenever you cast a spell, if you've cast another spell this turn, you copy this spell. So you get 2/3 flying life links if this second or later spell in your turn.
Seems really sick and limited.
Yeah, I mean 3 mana, 2/2/3s. I mean you just have to play like a 1-drop first or
Yeah, one
something.
drop, yeah. I didn't get to see it during my pre-release, but that seems pretty cool. I could see this maybe making moves in constructed in a standard deck.
This would be another one that like you would probably play in like a white weenie deck. Like, because you could just like 1-drop into this, like that'd be kind of crazy.
Yep.
Like, is Healer's Hawk still standard? Like Healer's Hawk into Sage of the Skies?
Healer's Hawks will be standard for a long time. Foundations is staying for a long time. Yeah, I could hit down Planeswalkers pretty nice. It seems all right. The lifelink though is where you
The
kind of
lifelink's where it's nice.
yeah. Commander, this card sucks.
Yeah, you're not playing it in Commander unless like for some reason you have a white like copy spells matters deck. Like there's like one card, it's like whenever you copy a spell, do something. But
Right.
I think that's usually blue red. Like I don't think you're gonna be in white.
Or if you have the Elspeth or Doubling Season or something that cares about tokens, or like, yeah,
Right.
you make more token copies of this guy. All right, we got Smile at Death. 3 white for an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, return up to 2 target creature cards with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of those creatures.
Yeah, so I mean, if you have power 2 or less matters deck, you can put it in there. Especially in Commander, there's decks that are like that. Like if you have like a Lurrus deck or something.
Yeah, you really got to build around the power 2 or less and be like Master of Cruelties is one of my favorite. If you have Mardu going on.
You basically want every one of your creatures to do it because if you hit 2, this is absurd.
Yeah.
If you hit just 1 a turn, it's like okay. Like
it's a 5 mana do nothing though.
Right, that's the part that sucks. It's like you really have to get 2 on your turn to make it.
Yeah, you're going to pay 5 mana and say, all right, go. you added nothing to the board, really.
Yep.
So slow. So slow. So you gotta be very specific in that deck. Maybe if you're in a self-mill deck, maybe you're like white weenies, but you've lost so much tempo then.
Right.
Yeah. That's a tough one to fit in a deck, I'd say.
Next up, we got United Battlefront, 3 and a white for a sorcery. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put up to 2 non-creature, non-land permanent cards with mana value 3 or less from them out of the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. It's kind of like Coco, but for non-creature, non-lands. And I think it's really bad because how often are you going to hit non-creature, non-lands unless like the majority of your deck is that? Like,
and then what is your deck at that point?
Like if you have like a white Cheerios deck for some reason, but like at that point, why do you need this? Like,
yeah.
So
yeah, your Cheerios are already like drying, or you're going through your deck enough. Yeah, that's very, very odd that it's non-creature. I guess
the non-land makes it worse. Like if it could be a land, you'd be like, okay, like
almost a ram spell at that point.
Yeah, because like then you could just get fetches and stuff then, but like, yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, you can hit. No, you can't even. I'm trying to think of what you could possibly hit that you would like land tax, but who plays land tax anymore?
Ristic Study.
Yeah, you can hit Mystic Study, I guess.
But yeah,
like the best hit is like you're playing like green, white, blue, and then like you hit like Mystic Study in Sylvan Library or something. Like, but it's still like
Commander. That's so few. Like
like you look at 7 out of like 100 in Commander. Like
7 enchantments you run in a deck. Like
yeah, I don't think it's happening.
Right.
Maybe in Constructed there's some weird combo that'll come up, but like with the 60 cards, maybe, or you could play 4 of these and like a bunch of O-rings or something. I don't know.
Card that you will play in Commander, though, is Voice of Victory. It's 1 and a white for 1/3 human bard. It's got Mobilize 2. Mobilize is whenever this creature attacks, create 2 tapped attacking 1/1 red warrior creature tokens. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. Sacrifice is nice. It's not exile. But most importantly, your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. So this is another Grand Abolisher, another Silence. Usually for CEDH purposes, you play this to see if anybody's got any removal before you combo off. And that's probably where it's going to be played most. It also goes well with, what is that black-white partner that everybody plays in CEDH?
Timna? I don't know.
Timna, yep. Timna cares about creatures attacking other opponents, so you draw cards. So this curves well. It's 2-drop into 3-drop Timna. Attack, draw some cards from Timna. So I can see that in CEDH. In normal EDH, you don't really care too much about
I mean, yeah, you might play it if you're an aggressive deck or something.
Yeah, but still you're more worried about Wrath of God, which they can play on your turn. It is nice that it has Mobilize 2 on such a 2-drop, a small mana value. So that does pack a punch. If you care about things dying, which is cool, where you make the 2 red warriors and then they sacrifice, so that's more death triggers coming out.
I mean, or if you're playing the Mardu attack triggers guy as your commander, this would trigger twice. So you'd get 4 tokens.
Insane. A Blood Artist is out. Oops.
Yep.
Or you have some sort of sack outlet that you want. So that's very nice. I think that's what the normal EDH guys are going to look at. It's a 2-drop that makes a bunch of dudes at tokens on attacks, and then it's still CEDH viable, where that's where you get the price of this card.
Yeah.
I can even see.
Well, that's all the white cards. Like, so there's not a ton of the colored cards because the multicolor is huge. So
multicolor is a big episode. We might just have to do 2 colors for each.
Yeah.
Until we get there.
All right, so on to blue. We have the Ambling Storm Shell. It's my Turtle Man. 3 blue for a 5/9 turtle with a ward 2. Whenever this creature attacks, put 3 stun counters on it and draw 3 cards. Whenever you cast a turtle spell, untap this creature. All right, is there a turtle commander deck? Let's go. Not.
There's that Sultai one that if he's tapped, everything comes in tapped. If he's untapped, everything comes in untapped. I remember that one.
Weird. That's a weird one.
That's a weird one for sure.
Like, there's not I don't know that there's enough turtles, and he's not a legendary, so you can't make the Storm Shell legendary. But it is a good effect. Like, you attack, draw 3, and then if you have a bunch of ways to untap it or other turtles, keep doing it.
You said nesting grounds. You move those stun counters off into your opponent's stuff.
Or just like Vampire Hexmage it or something.
Yeah, sure. Maskwood Nexus again. We got to plug in every episode.
Yeah, Maskwood Nexus. All your creatures are turtles. Just turtle it up. Turtle power.
I'm sure there's something with like.
Now I kind of want to find a good turtle card of every color and just make like a Ninja Turtles deck. So like 1 turtle of every color. Or like Morphon is the commander or something.
Once you get 1 turtle of every color out, you're just like, okay, I just win.
I win the game. Yeah.
I did it.
I did it.
You guys can do whatever you want.
You played Maxwood Nexus and then that 5-color dragon card that makes you win the game.
Oh, gosh. There's got to be... We can make a weird deck with Maskwood Nexus. There's got to be like, that's your main card. You just have like, whenever you cast a turtle spell, or if you do this.
Yeah, whenever you cast this, whenever you cast that.
It should be an interesting deck, but it wouldn't be good.
No, it'd be funny though. Because someone would just blow up Maskwood Nexus.
Yeah, that's instantly. There goes that Maskwood Nexus. All right, I'm out. Next, we got the Dragonologist. 2 and a blue for 1/3 human wizard. When this creature enters, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an instant, sorcery, or dragon card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest out of your library in random order. But what's nice is untapped dragons you control have hexproof.
Yeah, this seems absurd. If you're in a dragon deck, you're just going to put this in there, right? Like, you get it top 6, you're going to hit one of those, like a good instant sorcery or a dragon.
Yeah, it's draw a card, which is nice, but
and then the untapped dragons of hexproof is really nice.
The untapped part, though, like as soon as you swing, you're still open to Swords to Plowshares or any sort of targeted removal.
But you'll get all your triggers on the stack from attacking.
That's true. Or your Dragon trigger will still go on.
Your Dragon trigger and your Utavra Hellkite triggers of making tokens.
And dragons are expensive, as we've seen before, but maybe there's enough small dragons that you don't need to run this. I don't know. Like, this does feel...
It seems okay.
Yeah. I'm super down to see it. I don't play Earth
Definitely Dragon. Something you'd want to consider for the lower part of your curve, but, like, again, there's only so many spots that aren't dragons in a dragon deck, so...
Right. It's also a problem. You're not flickering either, so you're not, like, abusing the enters.
I mean, you could just put this in, like, a Brago deck and keep flickering it and not even care about the dragon part.
Yeah. No, yeah. Top 6, that's, like, the best we've seen.
But, I mean, like, that's just, like, a double Augur Bolas or whatever. Like, you look at
right, yeah. Augur Bolas. That's the better one, right?
Yeah. The 2-mana, it's like a common or uncommon.
1/3. Like look at 3. Yeah. What, Seagate Oracle or something? That's worse than Augur Bolas. I think Augur Bolas.
Then there's the one printed in Bloomburrow that has the offspring and does it.
Okay.
But that's a rare one.
So, yeah. Ponder Mage. But that guy's like a 5-drop or something.
Right.
All right. Yeah. I would, look away from dragons for this card and look more into Flicker. In my opinion.
Next up, we have one of the insane bomb dragons of Limited. It's a 4 blue for a 6/7 dragon with flying, and when it enters, return up to 2 other target non-land permanents to the owner's hands, and that the card name is Meringue River Regent, and then the Omen is called Coil and Catch for 3 and a blue. Draw 3 cards, then discard a card, and then you shuffle it in because you cast the Omen side. The one thing I do not like about Omen cards is they templated it the same as Adventure, and that is going to get so many people confused. The first time they play it, they're going to be like, oh, it just sits here and I can cast the other side. No, it's an Omen. It shuffles in.
Yeah.
Especially on, like, the textless ones or the fancy art ones that don't have the reminder text.
I haven't seen that, yeah. Instant Omen. Yeah, that's the only part. Interesting. But yeah, for definitely Limited, that's such a tempo swing when you play the dragon side. It's bounce 2 things, you have
it's like double Mana War and you have a 6/7 flyer. Like, what?
Yeah.
And like the Coil and Catch isn't bad either. Like, it's draw 3, discard, and it shuffles in so you can draw this again later. Like,
yeah. And it's surprising to me that they actually chose Omen, where I thought we were leaning away from shuffling your deck a lot.
Yeah, especially with the banning of top and stuff. Like,
I feel like they had this being Adventure. They've had so many Adventure dragons now, but then somewhere along the line, they're just like, we don't want Adventure's too strong, which it is. Like,
yeah, so then they just made it weaker. Like, oh, shuffle it into your deck.
Probably something changed midway through design. And they're like, well, just make them shuffle. I don't know a dragon deck right now in Standard or anything, but
yeah, I don't know. I mean, this would be okay in like a Flicker deck if you could pay the 6, like keep bouncing 2 things, or like a Reanimator maybe bounce 2 things. I mean, there is still better things to do though.
Yeah,
Archon is still way better. Like, I don't know how good is the flexibility of being able to draw 3, discard 1 a couple times.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, like that. I would say this in maybe an Dragon deck. That would like it would be like a Dragon Commander deck.
I mean, yeah, there in a Dragon Commander deck that you might cast the Clone Catch more often because, like, if you get if you're getting land screwed at 4 lands or something, you're just like, all right, draw 3, try and find a land, shuffle this in.
Yeah, I guess it discard a card could be Reanimator too. Yeah, I don't know. Draw 3, discard your Archon, and this
shuffles in repeatable. Draw 3, discard.
Still, like if you view it as the instant only, which is poor at rate, but if you accidentally mill this, like just surveil with a surveil land, hey, you got a decent body to play and reanimate turn 2 or something.
Yeah, it's like okay.
Yeah, it's like there, but it's
not
there.
It's there. Close enough to where like I could see it being played against me, and I wouldn't be like surprised. But it's not like good enough where I'm immediately putting it in my deck.
Yes, exactly.
It's like on the borderline. Like
it's there, but it's not there.
Yeah.
All right, next we got the Naga Flesh Crafter. 3 and a blue for a 0/0 snake shapeshifter. So you may have this creature enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield. It's nice, it's not just yours. And it's got renew for 2 and a blue, whereas exile this card from your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on target non-legendary creature you control. Each other creature you control becomes a copy of that creature until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery.
Yeah, so this is absurd in limited, actually. If you're playing like Sultai, you can just self-mill it because the renew ability just is winning the game.
Yeah. You have one dragon out that like...
Yeah, you have one big creature and you just win the game. Like, I'm trying to think about like in Commander or something too. It's like, oh, I use this on my Grave Titan, and then all my other things, all my zombies are just Grave Titans.
Yeah. I can see that. Nick Raxton playing his Arumi deck.
Yeah.
Blue black one. I can see that.
Like, so I think all the power of this card is in the renew ability. Like the effect that's just a clone on the face is whatever. Like, yeah, it's a clone. When it dies, you have like the better ability. Honestly.
That's when you draw it and there's no way to discard it or something.
Then you're like, all right, I play a clone. It's not a horrible card.
But if you build this or discard it,
I mean, plus if you do clone, the biggest thing they're probably going to kill it, or maybe they want to kill it, and then you can do the renew. But maybe they'll think twice. They'll be like, well, if they renew that, I'm screwed. Like,
it's crazy that each other, like all of your creatures become that. That's so sweet.
Does have a setup cost because you need a couple creatures in play plus this,
and the discard outlet or whatever.
Yeah.
Cool card though.
Next up, we got Stillness in Motion. It's 1 and a blue for an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, you'll mill 3 cards, and if your library has no cards in it, exile this enchantment and put 5 cards from your graveyard on top of your library in any order. So it's like the blue Doomsday.
Really slow, like it's not like Doomsday.
It's the blue Doomsday. You mill yourself out, and then you put 5 cards on top.
Wait, that's a big step.
Mill yourself out, and then don't just win with Thassa's Oracle.
Easy. Just mill yourself out.
This actually, in limited, is a funny thing. It is like build-aroundable, kind of.
Okay, yeah.
You need to take all of the Omen cards you possibly can, right? The ones that shuffle in, but you want the Omen cards that shuffle in and do not draw, because if they draw, then it can help deck you. But then you play this and just keep self-milling in like a Sultai value Reanimator style deck or whatever, a Graveyard Matters deck. And then once you do mill out, you just put 5 Omen cards on top of your deck, and then you'll never deck out. Because you keep casting the Omens.
Keep Omens shuffling forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you have an Omen card, you can't deck out. Technically.
I mean, you can if they do something to that. Just
counter it, or make you draw a card. But that's kind of silly. That's a very slow game plan.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise you're not playing this unless you just want to mill 3 every turn, right? Like you
Which is
just
not
want to fill your graveyard. It's like okay.
It's okay, yeah. It's cheap enough, 2 mana. You're still setting up, and I'm thinking commander. It's not good, I don't think, in 60s or.
Not unless someone finds some weird omen combo that becomes good.
Yeah, where they can do the first step, mill yourself very
Yeah,
easily.
right.
All right, we got Tygam, Master Opportunist. 1 in a blue for 2/2, legendary human monk. It's got Flurry, so whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it. Then exile the spell you cast with 4 more time counters on it. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. So you don't really get 2 copies at once. You're just going to get that same spell 4 turns later.
Yeah, it's kind of like you play it and then your spell gains suspend.
Mm-hmm.
It does trigger if you put this in the what's the copy guy, Calamax. It
Okay,
will
yeah.
trigger Calamax because you're technically copying it
Mm-hmm.
and casting the copy.
Nice.
It does seem cool. Like it's a fun type of commander deck where you could build it, but you wouldn't want to play a bunch of counters. I don't think then in blue, like you'd be kind of like a blue spells that are sorcery speed, or I guess it could be instant speed, just stuff that
Yeah, it's not really countering. I mean, you'll have.
isn't countering. Like maybe be more like bounce control based.
Oh no, another time walk deck.
Yeah, or
More
time
extra
walk, or
turns.
but
Oh,
extra turn, and in 4 more turns I get another turn.
now it's down to 3. It's my turn again.
Clock spin, the time counters off, get another turn.
Oh, look, is it my turn? Boo. Yeah, I don't know how to build this any other way.
Just the stupid broken extra turn.
Yeah. Sad. I mean, this in like the 99 or something could be kind of cool, but
yeah, like you probably played in, like I said, in that Calamax deck that copies spells so easily.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, because even in that you play like forking stuff, so like just copying your fork can basically give you infinite copies a lot.
Yeah, then Calamax is infinitely big. Yeah. I don't know, 4 time counters though is pretty dang slow.
It is. It's slow value.
Yeah. If you can get it rolling once it finally gets to there,
but but if you think of it this way, it's a 2 mana 2/2, and then if you ever trigger this, it's just upside. Like
sure.
Because 2 mana 2/2 is like okay. Like
yeah, I mean, are we beyond 2 mana 2/2s now?
We get in commander probably. In limited, no.
In limited, no. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Anywhere else, we have 1 mana 2/1s up the wazoo now.
Yeah.
So. All right, bring us home. Last
blue card here is Winter Night Stories. It is 2 and a blue for sorcery. You draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard a creature. So it seems awesome for Reanimator. And then it's harmonized for 4 and a blue. You may cast this card from your graveyard by tapping a creature you control to reduce its cost by X. Where X is its power, and then exile the spell. You may. You can just pay the 5.
Yep.
So it's kind of like flashback 5 or less if you tap a creature.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty broken.
I mean, this card seems absurd.
Yeah.
Like just draw 3, discard 2, and most times you'll just pitch a creature. Like.
So, I mean, the big card last set was Stock Up, and that's been doing its rounds around every format.
Yep.
I guess I would rather have Stock Up for like a certain non-creature combo deck, but like you were alluding to, Reanimator would probably want this way more.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're probably not going to harmonize it very often in Reanimator, but it casts it the one time.
Mm-hmm. Or if you just like Reanimator sometimes has self-mill. You accidentally mill this, hey, you got an extra spell.
Yeah, true.
Flashback is pretty good. So
Yeah.
I can
Or
see.
maybe if you have some weird madness deck, easy way to discard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's definitely interesting.
It's interesting. I like that you can do it twice.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to be
It's
bad.
good. It's very good in limited because this set is slower and the card draw is good, and you can do it
Yeah,
twice.
yeah, yeah. And it has quite a few creatures. This set does. So yeah, I so far what I see, I like.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to our segments here. Do you have a Jake combo for us this week?
So it's not really like a combo as you've known me to do, but it's more of a question. Let's see if Rules Judge Corey can figure
Oh,
out
geez.
what the
Okay.
proper rules of these two cards together is. So there's a card from the dark called Season of the Witch. It's black, black, black for an enchantment. It says at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice this enchantment unless you pay 2 life. But main thing, at the beginning of your end step, destroy all untapped creatures that didn't attack this turn, except for the creatures that couldn't attack.
Okay. So the ones with summoning sick, basically.
So, yep, so you got that on your screen. You can read that one again. The card in question, what if I have a Silent Arbiter out? This is a 4 mana, 1/5 construct, but no more than one creature can attack each combat, and no more than one creature can block each combat. So if I can only have one creature attack per combat, but any of my creatures could have attacked, does Season of the Witch destroy any creatures or all creatures? Because all of your creatures could have attacked.
Yeah. So it says the ruling on here.
Oh no, you cheated. All right, what is the official ruling?
At the beginning of every end step, regardless of whose turns it is, the ability triggers. When it resolves, every creature that could have been declared as an attacker during that turn's declare attacker step, but wasn't, will be destroyed.
But my Silent Arbiter said only one creature could attack.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You're still going to lose them all.
You're going to lose them all?
Yeah.
All right, it was supposed to be a mind-boggling one.
But yes, it is a annoying judge question where it comes up all the time, and it came up enough that they added it to the Gatherer.
It's not on the Gatherer. You got a crazy card?
Yeah, my crazy card this week is Spurn Mage Advocate. This is a crazy card. It's a 1-mana white drop for a 1/1 creature human nomad. And it has tap, return 2 target cards from an opponent's graveyard to his or her hand, destroy target attacking creature. So you can tap it, return 2 cards to your opponent's hand, so you give him a draw to destroy a creature.
Yeah. I mean, you give him back hopefully just 2 lands is what you're hoping on?
Yeah.
Maybe like a bobble or so. I don't know. That's still pretty bad. And you have to hope that they have something in their
it's really bad. It's really bad. It says fun fact, this card was originally printed in Judgment, and its ability to return cards from the graveyard to their hand was designed as a drawback with relevant upside to disable your opponent's threshold.
Yes, you got to worry about the threshold. No.
But not anymore.
It's so funny. How do we combat the graveyard? You know, they're going to grab stuff from the graveyard. Why don't we just give them it? That's so funny. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, I think it's pretty bad. That's why it's crazy, because it's hilarious. And it's a 1-drop that can kill stuff, so hey.
Hey. You give them back 2 little 1-drops, and you killed their 7-drop.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I think that will do it for us today. Thanks everybody for listening. You can help support our show on patreon.com. We have different tiers of involvement there. I think we have a free tier too if you just want to sign up and show us that you like it. We also have a Discord if you want to come hang out, talk with us. Any questions, we might put them here on this podcast.
Yeah. People want to ask questions, go ahead. We'll put them on here. Yeah, so thanks everybody that does that, the Patreon. Also, if you want to buy any of these cards, please do so using our TCG Player affiliate link, which we found in the show notes and on our website, mtgplace.net.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
And don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're watching it on YouTube.
All right, everybody. Peace.